Advent kids. Hey, I'm still on my desert island. I hope you're still on your desert islands. Some of you, a lot of you sent me messages this week. I love getting messages. Thank you so much for sending me messages. It's just so much fun to see them when I go down to my beach, which you saw at the first video, and they're tossing around the waves, and there's a message from one of you. Guys, thank you so much. Anyway, I don't know how it is on your island, but here at my island, it's been raining a lot, like a lot. You can see how wet I am. So I feel like it's time for me to build a shelter. Believe it or not, I haven't done that. We had such a pretty April that I didn't really need to build one. So I was thinking about building, and I was thinking that the best material to use, because I've got tree branches and I've got pine trees and there's a lot of grass and stuff, but I was thinking the most solid thing for me to use would be starting at least with a rock, and then I can go from there. But I was looking at rocks, and there's a lot of rocks because this used to be a glacial area. So Dave tells me there's a lot of glacial rocks here. Anyway, I thought if I started with a big rock, that made me think of Peter. And Peter talks about building with rocks, and not just any old rock, but he talks about building with Jesus as the cornerstone. And you know, the cornerstone is the most important rock in a building because that's what starts off everything. It makes it solid and squared, and Jesus is that. So listen to this in 1 Peter 2, verse 6. Peter says, in scripture it says, "See, I lay a stone in Zion, a chosen and precious cornerstone, and the one who trusts in him will never be put to shame." So basically he's saying that if we're trusting in Jesus, we don't have to worry. We won't be put to shame. We won't have to worry about anything because Jesus is what we're building on. And that's so reassuring, especially when everything around us right now with COVID-19 is kind of scary and unsure. To know that Jesus is sure gives me a lot of comfort. So I wanted to read you, there's another thing about stones in this Bible. The Bible's full of stuff about stones, actually. But in Psalms, David even talks about stones, and he calls God a stone. He talks about how much he trusts God. So listen to this. "In you, O Lord, I have taken refuge." This is Psalm 31. "Let me never be put to shame." There it is again. "Deliver me in your righteousness. Turn your ear to me. Come quickly to my rescue. Be my rock of refuge, a strong fortress to save me. Since you are my rock and my fortress, for the sake of your name, lead and guide me." So I wanted us to think this week about some questions that you maybe need to think about as you're in quarantine with your family, wherever you are. Where do you need God to guide you right now? Where do you need him to lead you? Is it to be kinder to your family? Is it to be a better sport when things turn out not the way you want? And where are you feeling sort of tossed on the waves like a bottle, back and forth? And you maybe need God to be your solid rock. So think about those things this week. And I'm really praying for each of you to really hold fast to God as your rock. So I'll see you next week. Thank you for listening to me. Stay firm, stay solid on God. Oh, wait. It's Wade Pettit's birthday. You guys, Wade's birthday.